I wasn't doing it up until recently.
Right.
Like I would maybe have a gig here or like 2 in this week or maybe a 1 week looks super solid.
Yeah.
But it really was to the gratitude of my family, bro. Like I could not do this. With people say that, but I couldn't. I think I would be dead.
Yeah.
Like for real, from all kinds of stuff leading just up to me getting back home.
Yeah.
And then trying to tell them like, give me until I'm this age because I want to do this thing, like, and for them to still believe in you after all this time, and just to know like that's what's cool. Like people don't get that. That's all. I've met a lot of people on my journeys, right? And like that's what's unconditional love. If you guys don't know what it is, I'm just saying I got it. Like my family's like that.
Right.
That's why like I'm radiating right now because they believed in me so hard. Like even when you mess up, like I still messing up, bro. Like that could be a whole other show. How much all the ways I mess up. Like that's the point. Like being a human being, you're not supposed to be perfect, fool. Like that's the misconception. If you're thinking you gotta be perfect, that's wrong. You're meant to be human. You're gonna stumble through life and you're learning to be a better human, a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm pretty much doing, but I got the like support to be all like any kind. That's why I won the award.
Exactly.
Because I literally am any kind, bro. Like,
that is,
you're right up on the top of the list.
You're the good any kind.
I am.
You're at the top of the list.
Top of that list.
Any kind DJ Freeze.
You're rolling in. But you're exactly right. You have that foundation. You have that foundation backing you up. That's going to take you to many different. Gives you the confidence to take you to many places. So
it does.
No surprises.
So you're saying it's more of a job, and why is it more of a job than just DJ?
Well, so
what goes on?
When we're DJ, say like even if you do a special event there and you have your DJ set up, we rip through tracks and all that. But when it's a workplace and these girls need to be on a schedule, I have to be there. So I'm the guy who basically writes who's on what stage, and I have to keep them rotated so that it's not stale. And then there's all these other things that happen throughout the shift, like I'm clocking people in, I'm figuring out numbers for them for the end of the night, I'm looking to the back area.
Yeah.
There's other things that are happening, liquor commission is going to be a thing in that environment.
Right.
So there are just a lot of these extra things I have to pay attention to. There's a lot of communication happening between me and like the security and stuff, and it's all about making sure that we showcase the talent the best we can, and you just keep it fresh. And then where I'm, I think, doing a really good job is like I'm the soundtrack for the place.
Right.
And like no matter what, you gotta have good music.
Yeah.
If you have junk music at a strip club, you're not doing it right. And then there's all these real fun songs that you don't usually get to play anywhere else. So for me, I've had a stripper folder in my iTunes for a very long time. PPAH stripper.
There we go.
Nice.
And like I've thrown just so many tracks in there that I love and I listen to, but I just don't often have the chance to play it. And now that I'm doing it, it's so cool. Like some of these songs, like in your head, you're like, I think this would work.
Yeah.
And then you get to see it work, and you're like, oh, that worked. Like, it's just a really interesting environment. It really is. I mean, when you come as a customer, it's you want it to be an experience, right? The guys are there on purpose.
Yeah.
No one really stumbles into that place. Just saying. So with that in mind, you're like, I try to just help these girls really to get the idea of like what the hustle is, I guess, or what your job is, because it's work, bro. It's not called cruise. It's called work.
Right.
But some of them do come in and just like kind of cruise, and it's kind of weird to me. It's just awkward. Like if a customer walks in and you're sitting there on your phone, just
right.
As opposed to you walk in and somebody's spitting like a whatever on the floor. It's like that's way cool. You instantly want to get in there or whatever.
Right.
So I don't know.
So you're the guy. You're controlling all of this stuff. This just sounds incredible. All these things you got to deal with, the multitasking.
It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense, and I enjoy that though. It's like just hectic. There's so many things that happen and can just happen, really.
Right.
And I have to adjust on the fly, and that's almost like DJing.
Right.
Like reading the crowd.
Right.
And adjusting on the fly. And so because I have that foundation, it just all really lends itself well to what I'm doing. I just kind of crack up sometimes. Like I say to myself, like I'm kind of built for this, but I didn't like. I wasn't going for it, right?
You're servicing the crowd.
Yeah.
So was 929 open every day?
Every day.
Holidays?
Yeah, I think that's even extra. When
you gotta go. Yeah,
and there's other things like you gotta learn like Rim Pack is coming to town.
Oh, right.
No, so like something that I would never care about ever.
Right.
All of a sudden it's like Rim Pack, and I'm like, what is that now?
Money, bro.
They're all on one boat apparently, stacking money apparently. So this is what I'm learning. So there's all these. Or like they had a Lupe Fiasco show.
Right.
So after the show, his entourage showed up. Not Lupe, but his entourage showed up. So stuff like that, you know, there's just fun little stuff, and there's fun little stories about the place.
If you are what you say you.
Oh, no.
I pretty much play a lot of like I just call them slappers, but it's like
Tekashi. You play Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh no.
No.
Despacito.
No.
Sorry.
No, I could.
Miami bass.
You could.
Can you still play Miami bass?
No, you know what I play instead of that? I play Mi Gente.
Oh, really?
That slaps, bro.
That works.
Yeah, and especially
that's more, yeah.
So what's off the top of the top three tracks to dance to right now?
I don't think.
Top of
that I like to dance to.
No, not you.
The girlies.
The girl, I don't think you need to dance, bro.
Not now. Maybe later.
That's a hard one, bro.
Okay.
No, I
top of your head, just like boom.
What's like a hot one that?
Yeah.
9 when you play it, it always automatic.
They like that G-Eazy No Limit song.
Okay.
If I hit it one time, so I mean they'll always like that.
Okay.
But then I've been just experimenting too. I play some slower stuff, so the owner he has his ways and what he wants and doesn't want played, which is kind of awkward, right? As the music player, to look behind you and there's actually a whiteboard behind me with writing on it that says "Do not playlist."
Oh.
And it's I took a picture of it. It's kind of funny.
Huh.
Just so I had it for. You know.
Also, you cannot play these songs.
Yeah, but it makes sense. Some of
Def
them
Leppard pour some sugar on me.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Oh, okay.
No, that
that
makes sense. You're just like
cheese.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that either.
Yeah.
Or like something that just got played so many times. I think where they're just like ears bleeding. Come on, man. So now that we have the 80,000 songs in our computers, I love it because I can like. Do all of these different ideas.
So they give you the freedom pretty much to kind of...
So far, Stuart hasn't said, the owner hasn't said nothing about it. I'm just saying, he says to not play any Future, the artist Future.
Interesting.
And there's reasons, but what I do is I just play all the the low key slaps that he'll never know. Like don't play Mask Off.
Yeah.
Like he'll know what that is, you know, or whatever his big songs is. Like don't play those because he'll recognize it. But then I'll play something that he'll never know. And if he ever asks me, I'll just be like, it's Migos or something. Like,
you're not gonna.
No.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Same.
Yeah.
So with all these things that go on in this place, okay, I have to reveal to you that I myself have never been to a strip club in my life, ever. Okay. So I would like you to humbly convince me.
If you would think I'm the guy who would say that.
I thought I just was wondering if you was like.
I'm just quiet.
I told you I had a reveal. So I wanted to first get his thoughts on this. Now I have never been to any of them.
Understood. No.
So now with you being in the position of power that you're in at 99, what would be their selling points to get me in there? Besides you beating
the timeshare.
Exactly. And then
there's more.
What would you tell someone? Okay, first of all, what time they open? Let's go with that.
They open
right?
They open right now?
6 p.m. I start at 8 p.m.
Is there happy hour like chicken wings on deck?
Get food.
Friday, Saturday, there's a guy that makes stuff to eat.
Really?
Yeah, so I think you can get yourself a quesadilla.
There you go.
Or, whatever other... I wouldn't even want to use my hands in that place.
Exactly.
Like after touching stuff and like No, I wash my hands way more now.
Yeah, good.
No, for real. It's just like, just gotta you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about eating in there actually. Yeah, that's a good point.
So don't come for the food, please.
Okay, yeah.
But I guess what I could say is like it's a really cool spot. Meaning I've been to some of the others. Yeah, you know, I'm not like a guy that goes all the time, but I've been.
Right.
You see how I have to defend myself right quick?
That's fine.
As I work at one. What?
Right.
Never mind. I go to all of them all the time.
The professional that you are.
Yeah.
So some of the other places are just lower ceilings. Our place has 2 stories or something.
Good.
I don't know. I looked up, but it's like this.
Yeah.
And they have spinning poles, and so some of these girls are just really, really dope. At that part.
Wow.
So like when they get up there, you literally just kind of pause sometimes because you're like, oh, how is she doing that? Like,
Right.
So I like that. There's an artistic side to it as well.
Right.
You know, yeah, boobs, hey. But you know what I mean? We old, so if you really like, oh my God, boobs, like at our age, then I don't know.
That's another thing. That doesn't make me really want to go. It's just like we're going in there, okay? Like we have Pornhub, you know.
No, all that.
It's okay.
I say the same thing. I always tell people, hey, get internet. You know what I mean? It's
we
a
can
different
touch
time.
on,
It's
right?
a different time.
Right.
Different time now.
You're laughing at us. You know?
So, you know, all that. But I guess now a little bit different because like these are all my like friends now and coworkers, like the girls and stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I've had friends come through recently and I'm able to get them like a booth and I, you know, take care of them and then my friends, they'll go over and like cruise with them and not necessarily expect like monetary donations, I guess.
Right.
But they're cool. Like, so that's my whole thing. I just always want to be cool with people. That's who I am. I always, no matter who you are, bro, I just kind of start off with you 100. And then you can.
So the selling point is you're cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they have now that I play the kind of music that the girls like. They feel it more, so they do more. You know what I mean? They're feeling it, and when you make someone feel it, that's important. And then I often way I play music, I get a lot of the customers even dancing. You know what I mean? Because I know.
Right. People having fun.
I know what to play and when to play it. That's like some of the most basic rules to me to being a DJ.
So what happens if a customer starts dancing and it's a female?
Well, I mean, let her go.
Really?
No, she doesn't go on the stage.
No, you know, but when she starts getting down, like, you know.
Oh no, I've heard. I mean, I've only been there 2 weeks, so it's still fresh to me. But I mean, I think there were stories. Some girls like will go naked. I mean, I don't think you can because you're not working there, right?
Yeah.
So I think you gotta tell them, hey, we never like see that anyways. But
right.
But you know, so it happens. But I'm pretty sure like we would stop that right quick.
Well, I gotta ask you this then. In just the 2 weeks that you've been there, weirdest thing you've seen thus far?
Weirdest thing. It's gotta be. So I have to go upstairs where they get ready just to check who's around. I gotta do other things, and you might catch someone looking in the mirror to make sure there isn't like toilet paper stuck on their on their butt or their other thing.
Don't want that for the selfie.
Well, you don't want to be on the stage, I'm sure, like paying customer and then dudes like,
hey,
try on. I'll try this.
Yeah, so I mean that might have been, if that's the weirdest thing, I guess that's the weirdest thing.
That's not
any
bad.
surprising customers?
Surprising customers.
You're like, oh, well, maybe we can't out anybody.
No,
famous people.
Not famous.
I don't want to out anybody.
Before I even
Goofy animal.
that might be an interesting part to all of this because
Kurt Caldwell.
Everybody likes boobs, right? So you might actually stumble into some of these cats through the course. Like, if I do this like for a year or two, I don't know.
You're gonna see a lot of those guys.
Oh, sorry, I was recording a podcast. Sorry.
So yeah. I don't know, it's just all kind of fresh and I'm doing every day I work, I do something to try to make it kind of better.
Yeah.
There are girls that right off the bat come up to me and tell me, I've been here 2 years, play this song, this is what I like. Like for real, just firing them off.
Oh, and a snap.
Wow. I mean, that was probably just me adding the extra, but it feels like that, you know, like, I don't know.
So what do you do?
Like, I think it's just killing them with kindness, like, because a big part of the problem is when the owner doesn't convey my responsibilities or like who I am. The respect thing. So if I'm telling them I'm your manager boss and I'm asking you to do X, Y, and Z because that's your job. And you tell me I ain't finna do bleep. I've had that already. Where I told someone to do something and they're like, you're not my boss. I ain't doing nothing. I'm my own boss. And I'm like, actually, I'm your boss.
Right.
If you want to go ask the owner. Because he actually is both of our bosses.
He's got your back.
So but I have to like start teaching or you know like for him to back me up. And
like you need his backing.
I can't be all like rabble at them and then he at the back end he's like, oh baby girl, that's okay.
Exactly.
It's just, I know he's just a mini old DJ for you. Like, what the hell, bro? Like,
no, that's a big factor though.
No, that's in a lot of environments. That's just happening where I'm at.
Yes.
And so I'm working my way into. I'm just trying to earn the guy's trust. I just assume that being in that industry for so long, you probably can't trust nobody. Right? That's just the feelings I get when I'm around.
Paranoia.
Oh, 100%. And so for me to come along and whatever, I'm just like letting myself kind of integrate. And then as I'm there, I'll have friends that come through and they're like, hey, tell the owner that we came through just for you and we dropped 900. Stuff like that. So it's like, look, I'm bringing business. I'm not an employee who's just taking.
Correct.
And then even at the other night, I do like cash out or whatever. Anyways, I had $1 extra that he would never have known about.
Right.
And I still went over and gave it back to him.
Right.
Because I'm showing you, but for $1, even just $1, I'll give it back to you.
Right.
It's that trust. It's all that respect.
Trust and respect.
Everything. It's built. People nowadays they like, what do they call it? There's a word when they're like entitled.
Entitled.
Yeah, that's the word of the last 10 years.
Bro, it's crazy how entitled some people they just come off or
and you get entitled on an island.
Oh my.
Karma is a bee.
Oh my.
And you don't want to. That's why you play the game right in just an honest way. It's only gonna be good karma.
That's how it feels, you know. And I get a lot of flack sometimes from people who aren't from here, meaning like they want to do what I do, like be a DJ. So they see you getting on, they see what you're doing, but they don't even know what you're about, where you're from, what you're they don't know nothing about nothing. They just see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then they want to be on.
Yeah.
Or they'll come up to you and be like, oh, local people are so whatever.
Right.
Like they don't support like all this stuff. And I just chuckle because I'm like, no, actually we support each other pretty damn good. And it's just because you guys are trying to come in and you're doing it in all the wrong ways.
Right.
Correct.
And then you're getting butthurt about it. Like that to me is crazy. That's crazy thinking.
Yeah.
Like instead of doing you, killing whatever it is you do, and then we want to work with you because you're just killing it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the mentality that more people should have.
You're right.
No, everyone is like, gimme.
Right.
Gimme.
Come on the scene. Okay, what are you gonna give me now?
Yeah. I even got like an IG message from a dude. Like he literally is saying, hey, I just want to like get people together out here who are really doing it and push the culture. And I'm just like cracking up while I'm reading this thing because I'm like, we've been doing that. Like,
That's what I'm trying to say,
since
bro.
we were kids, we're like,
People gotta stop saying that for the culture thing. You're either above the culture and you're the
don't
culture.
say for it.
If you're for it, that means just doing it for that time.